Get ready to turn that shit off and turn this shit up. Rap Games the podcast is now live with real convos and real insights, touching bases with who and what you love to stream with Man, Grind Hard, and DJ Young Shawn.
Yo, DJ Young Shawn checking in, and I got my brother with me.
Man, Grind the Fuck Hard checking in.
And today we got a special guest. Today we got a content creator from YouTube, a 2K content creator. Special guest, can you introduce yourself today?
It's your boy JuiceMan. You already know the vibes.
How long have you been doing this content creating?
A little bit over 10 years. I say 10 years.
So within them 10 years, like, have you ever did anything outside of 2K?
I do plenty of things outside of 2K. Like 2K was more like a hobby that turned into an income. But I still do like a whole bunch of different stuff. Like I tweet about different stuff all the time. Like
you said 2K became a payroll, right? What made you start doing the 2K, and like what point in your content career did you notice like it was picking up to make it a payroll?
It was around, I want to say, like pretty much my boy J Rain really got me heavy into 2K with the 2K11 crew mode. And he was uploading our clips to his YouTube page. I'm looking like, oh, that's kind of dope. Like I want to do that. And when I start doing that, I got a couple hundred subscribers. I want to say around like 2K13. I attempted to make content. I seen QJB, K Spader in them. So going to 2K14, I was like, bump it, like, let me try to make this work. And then I pretty much made some money. I think my first check was like $30 or whatever. I was like, oh snap, like let me keep going and see where it takes me for real. But at that time it still was like a hobby to me. Like it wasn't no trying to make this my job type stuff.
No, for sure. I feel it. So you seen your first $30 check, you was like, fuck it, like go full-fledged, make this a career. Not a career, but put more time into it to see how much more money you can get out of it.
Yeah, like, cause it was me and my boy Shawn. Like we was pretty much just in a Skype call, playing 2K, playing Call of Duty. Cause that was really like my first angle on trying to make on YouTube was Call of Duty. But I really wasn't that good yet. But with edits, you can make yourself look better than what you really are. And then when I got crossed over to that 2K side, like things started to pick up.
For shit show. So like this the second time we done heard somebody bring up Call of Duty around 2K, so that's dope.
Oh God, and Call of Duty is trash, bro. Like what?
No, don't do that. Don't do that, gang. Don't do that.
That shit trash, bro. Yo, so did you ever upload any Call of Duty videos, or you just straight 2K?
Oh nah, it was Call of Duty video. That's why my original name was Bodybag513 because my name had to fit what I was posting. And when I crossed over to 2K, actually I crossed over to Madden first. Cause I got my biggest check when I was playing Madden, and not to claim anything, but I started a lot of trends that's going crazy today. But
like what? Talk about it.
That what if content. I was the original person that ever made what if content. I had a series that I was influenced by off of NFL.com because every day at school it was a series called NFL, and pretty much it was the dude breaking down. What if this happened in the NFL? So like, oh snap, let me bring that to Madden. And I made 2 videos on Madden called NFL, and it was about what was it? It was RG3 and Andrew Luck. And then I made one about the Ravens Super Bowl, which ended up actually happening the very next season. If you go on that, I don't even think I got that video public no more. But pretty much that what if content, I was like one of the original people that ever made that content on YouTube in general. Like those checks bought me my iPhone. I think it was the iPhone 5 at the time. I bought the iPhone cash. Like I made so much money off that series. I think it was like my first 100,000 view video. Then I converted to the 2K side.
So you was already making money on YouTube before you even started like with 2K?
In a way, yeah. Like, cause I've always been a football guy over basketball. So like Madden, I played Madden since I was 3 years old. So like Madden was like something I tried. But like I said, when I got to that QJB, K Spader and them content, I was like, oh snap, let me hop on see what this 2K about. Like, I knew who QJB was before I knew who. I ain't even say it like that. I knew who Chris Smooth was, but I was watching Chris Smooth Call of Duty content. I wasn't watching this 2K. But I'm gonna say QJB and them, their whole Full House group was the reason why I came to 2K side. because of their creativity, the group content. Even iPod videos, like that was the reason why I came to the 2K side. I'm looking like, oh, this is dope. I'm already playing 2K10 my player. Let me create a my career series because they doing it. This look fire. Like,
nah, that's hard. The fact that you even gave them props for, you know what I'm saying, like where you got some of your motivation was starting, because a lot of niggas don't do that shit, bro. Like everybody swear they just came off the head, you know,
nah.
like nah, it like influence is a real thing, and I love to hear niggas give credit for their influence and whatnot. Hey, you brought up Full House with K Spade. We didn't even get to talk to K Spade about that. For the listeners out there, can you kind of like explain what Full House was back then?
Yeah, Full House pretty much was like a content creating group. They collabed on contents, and they also had their own individual exclusive content on that Full House channel. So if they want to post any game, they can post it showing their point of view. But it was just a collective of people just making good content, to be honest. Like genuine homies.
It was all gaming related.
It started off with gaming related, but I know they branched out, started doing podcasts and some other stuff.
You making content, you getting paid from it. I watched, like, I want to say it could be your first video, it could be one of your first one, but I know for sure it said 10 years ago it was a 2K video. How did you learn how to advance your content from then to now? Like from the recording process, like over the years, I know stuff done changed. At Gatos and all type of stuff came out. Like, what was your process then to now?
I gotta give credit to my boy Kuda. Like Kuda, the reason why I know how to use Photoshop, I know how to edit. He the reason why I even bought a Mac. Like, because he was already had all that stuff. When I met him, he pretty much put me on everything: how to edit, how to mod GTA, how to do Photoshop. Like his editing skills, I still couldn't even do it if he taught me how to do it today. Like he was just so advanced, and I was just like, damn, I want to just do an ounce of that. So when I watch his content, and also Jesser, I still got a DM from like 2014, 2015. I DM just like, bro, thank you for pushing the creativity for the 2K community, because like for a while, like we was all just uploading basic content, like pretty much just talking over video, barely had any instrumentals, barely any sound effects. I feel like Kuda and Jesser was like the two pioneers for like that type of top tier quality, and I try to match it, but in my own style, pretty much. Like,
You said Kuda taught you how to edit?
yeah,
Kuda was the first 2K YouTuber in the 2K league, right? Am I tripping? He was the first one, like with a
yeah,
name.
he was the first one with a name, and he won the first year. So yeah, shout out to my boy.
How did relationship start?
I met Kuda when he was like 13. I met Kuda as soon as I was like the first year I started YouTube though.
Okay.
I met him, I think, mutually through Stacks.
You name dropping every OG 2K YouTuber from the 10 up, bruh. God damn. So you was right there in the mix with all the like the original 2K community.
Oh yeah, like pretty much like the 2013. Yeah, I was there.
At what point your shit started moving?
The moment my content started moving was the moment I moved out. When I moved out into my own space, because when I was at home, like I was just pretty much just, working at Home Depot, third shift, come home, wake up, work on, do my classes. I had online college classes. And then like one day I came off, pretty much I'm breaking it down like this. One day I came home from work. I went to bed. I'm getting off work at 5 a.m. I come home. I go to sleep at 6. I want to say I woke up randomly like at 8 a.m. House on fire. Like I go down to the kitchen, like whole kitchen in flames. I get the dog. I go outside, call 911. Boom. And I'm sitting back thinking like, damn, I'm glad I saved my setup. Like my whole setup could have just got messed up. But pretty much, long story short, when that had happened, like I had paused my college classes, like, because now I'm like, I gotta go somewhere and I ain't got internet, so I can't even take my classes. So I am taking a pause on my classes to the point I just completely dropped out of college. Like I said, bump it. 2 months later, my mama went her own way. I went my own way, got me my first apartment. And when I got my first apartment, I told my job, like, all right, I'm working full time now because I got to make this rent money. What I didn't know was now that I got time to upload, I was going to be able to make my rent money in like a week or two. Like, And from that point on, like I'd never seen a bad check, and I pretty much was set. I was like, bump it. I told my job going back to part time. Like, don't even make me a full time. Work your third shift. Just keep me on my 25 hours a week, and I'm gonna focus on this YouTube. And yeah, like it was up from there. That was around like 2K16. Going into 2K16, about to be 2K17.
So even though your shit was moving and you was making money off the YouTube, you still kept your regular job?
Man, it took me so long to quit my job, bro, because even to this day, bro, this don't feel real. Like me playing a video game to make money would never feel real to me. Because I want to say, the only people that's close to me even know this. The year that I made $100,000, I was still on food stamps.
Sheesh.
That sound like balling to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Free
That's how-
food, 100 racks, and you getting free food? Yeah.
That's how quick this YouTube stuff can change. Like I swear to God on everything I love. I still got my food stamp card with money on it to this day. But like
I'd have kept swiping that bit.
nah, like I had to call because like they check up on you like every 6 months to make sure see if your situations ever change.
Yeah.
And me personally, like I had told them like, nah, I don't even need it no more. But like they still kept the balance on there, and like pretty much like I want to say like I started making money in 2016. I moved to my first apartment. My rent was only $475. Like I had a lick. Like I found the apartment, rent $475. It's a 4-unit. The other 3 units had old people in there. I was straight. Like, and it was across the street from my job at Home Depot. So I was going to work, coming home, boom, $475. As long as I made that $475, I was straight. Oh yeah, when you asked me was I kept working, it took me till 2K19 it was the summer of 2K19. That's when I finally quit my job. Mind you, I was seeing $8,000 a month checks, 10,000. It did not feel real that I was making money off of YouTube.
So you kind of kept your job as a security blanket, even though like at that point, that shit really wasn't needed.
It was never because I was only working 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and like as long as I made $1,200 off of YouTube, like I was straight.
Hey, I'm glad you said that because a lot of people, like when they start their game and shit, they just feel like, I got a computer, I got a game, I can just hop on and just start this grind or whatnot. But you gotta have something to fall back on, bro. Like, if not, like, not only you gotta have something to fall back on, but you gotta kind of have some leeway to really put the time in that you need to do it. Or else, you just be on a crazy grind where you working a full-time job and trying to do this gaming shit. Because this gaming shit, for it to work, it take a lot of time, especially nowadays with the way social media moving, bro. You got to always stay in the mix. I was the opposite. I was working at when my YouTube started going crazy, I was working at Sam's Club. And I hadn't even been working there that long. It was just a job I got because I was broke, bro. And my mindset was, bro, as soon as I get a YouTube check, there's more than this Sam Club shit, I'm done. Like, I ain't ever coming back in this bitch. And right before 2K17 came out, I got that check, and I'm like, yeah, it's over with. We done.
Bro, I remember everything I typed in, your videos popped up. Every tutorial, like, he was going crazy with the tutorials on 2K17.
But it was a make or break time, though, because it's like, I ain't had nothing else to fall back on. I knew once that check came, then I'm going 100% with it. Or whatnot. So you say you work your job to 19?
It was like the summer of 2K19, like going into 2K19, I finally quit my job. And the only reason I quit my job was because like my manager, he was telling me he was going to day shifts, and pretty much they was going to take our headphones away. We was no longer going to be able to wear headphones at night because somebody got hit by a forklift. They ain't die or nothing like that. They got hit by a forklift, listen to music because they wasn't paying attention. And they was like, yeah, y'all no longer gonna be able to listen to music, and I'm going to the day shift, so y'all might have a different manager that's gonna have a different set of rules. And I was like, bump, I put my 2 weeks in. Like, he's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. Like, I was like, honestly, I'm just working just to work and also to keep my body active because you sit down gaming, you gonna start gaining weight.
Facts.
Them night shifts, probably just go in at 10 o'clock. I just leave the house at 9:50, get there exactly like 10 o'clock with my headphones on, listen to some Uzi or something. I'll be done by 1. That means I got 3 hours of free time for the rest of the day before I go home. Like I was really that type of worker. They was trying to put me on the path to be management, make the guaranteed $50K a year. And I was looking like, bro, I can't do this. Like I like working, but I don't like burning my body out.
All the while your YouTube jumping.
YouTube going, like I was saying, I ain't gonna say it's going crazy yet, because that wasn't even my best year. That was just like the start of it. Like I was making enough money to cover my rent and do whatever I want to do. Like I said, my rent $475, internet bill like $100, phone bill $65, gas and electric like $120. You make basically once I made a band, like my bills was clear for the month.
The numbers that YouTubers and streamers is making now, like, bro, I remember seeing my first check like off YouTube. It was like 10. Nah, I ain't gonna say my first, but like a big check off YouTube for me was like 10,000. And I'm looking at that shit like, bro, I remember I cried. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna be rich. Like, and it wasn't shit. It wasn't shit. Like now they signing contracts for millions of dollars and shit like that. How you feel about the change from what you say you started like 16 to now with the amount of revenue that like streamers and YouTube was bringing in?
I gotta say I love it. Like I love it because before we even get into that topic, now I'll say this topic for a later moment.
Bet.
But I'm gonna bring up 2K18. This is why I want all content creators to basically explore all different platforms, because 2K18, I was lucky enough to make 3 streams. I had 3, maybe 4 streams where I let them go public and become videos. When you stream, you got a couple hundred viewers. You make it public, that video might turn into like 50,000 views. My manager at Full Screen hit me up in like November. He was like, yes, opportunity. Facebook looking to open up a streaming platform, right? And me thinking, I'm reading Facebook. I'm looking like, bro, forget Facebook. I ain't worried about no Facebook. I see iPod Agent post a tweet like a month later. How they had this Facebook streaming convention. Looking like, oh, that's kind of dope. Wait, this is what my manager was talking about? Hold on, let me look into this. Got my manager. He made me sign an NDA. He said, oh, Facebook looking for some content creators to stream for 6 figures exclusively, or 70-something thousand. It was 72,000 for 72,000 for a year, non-exclusive. I said, what? Oh, let me get all that, bro. Let me get all that. And yeah, man, me, iPod, Agent, there's a couple more people. I got my boy Berg on there. It was like, I tried to get my boy Stacks contract, and yeah, all because of 2K18. I streamed Park like 4 times, bro. 4 times, and them videos did enough numbers to give me a Facebook contract. And
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When that Facebook hit and I couldn't get my non-marketable ass on Facebook, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't like a lot of y'all YouTube niggas off of that shit. Cause I knew y'all was getting the bag off of Facebook, bro. And I could not find the plug. Now I ended up getting a little small one like during the tail end, bro. But when y'all was getting it good, bro, oh my God, bro. Like,
but and this is where I be sitting thinking, like, bro, if content creators knew the power that they have when they be getting these sponsorship offers, man, y'all be selling yourself short. Like, it's so many bags that I get offered, and I see them again a year or 6 months later. It's like way less, not because the numbers are different. It's because so many people took less bags that these companies feel like they comfortable lowballing everybody, and it's crazy.
I don't even want to talk about what my Facebook bag was, but it was nowhere near close to 6 figures.
I ain't gonna lie. They offered me a third. Like, I had left after I did 1 year. I had signed for 1 year. I took a year off and came back. And when they try to offer me, I'm looking like, bro, this is nowhere near how that first one was. I would never take this. They talk about 120 hours for like 4 or 5 bands, like 120 hours a month. But that first year, we had to stream 20 times for 2 hours a month. 20 times for 2 hours.
They didn't know what streaming was. They just had the bag. They kind of played themselves if you think about it in the long run, because I don't even think they don't even have that system in play no more. To be honest.
Oh nah.
Like, it's completely different now.
And like when I got rid of that bag, like, well, I ain't gonna say I got rid of it. When that bag finally closed up, I reached out to Caffeine. Caffeine was like, "Oh, we're not looking for no content creators right now." Yada yada yada. 2K21 about to come out. They hit me up. They was like, "Was you still looking at the stream on our platform?" I said, "Yeah." They was like, "All right, let's schedule an interview for like next Monday or whatever. Sit down, talk with the guy." He was like, "How many live viewers you think you can have?" I was like, "I don't know. Going from YouTube to a different platform, I don't know how many numbers I could bring over here, but I can try." So they offered me a contract with incentives. I think like every 10 viewers, not every 10 viewers, but every 10 signups, you get like an extra $50 or something like that. Man, that contract was so lit. I streamed for 5 months over there. Guaranteed bag. Only had to stream for 20 hours a month. It's like, but these contracts you can get as a content creator is crazy. Like, it's crazy.
So let's talk about that more in depth, right? So you reached out to Caffeine on some like, okay, this is what I got. I'm trying to come to y'all platform.
Yep, because pretty much like when I know iPod got the Facebook back or whatever, and I see how iPod move, you know, iPod at so many different events.
Now, fact.
iPod gave me quick advice of like, bro, you gotta carry yourself like this. You gotta tell them what you want, like to this company. You gotta let them know like what connections you got, this and that. iPod really gave me some, you know, how to be a brand. You feel me? Because a lot of content creators, for some reason, I don't know why, especially on Twitter, it's not cool to play tough on Twitter, bro. it's cool to be from the hood, this and that, but you don't have to be tough if you're trying to be a brand. Because these brands do not care where you from. They really don't. I'm gonna keep that 100. Like, that's why I don't brag about being from this hood or like, come on, man. Brands do analyze what you say on Twitter, and they will reach out if they want to do some brand like work, like they want to do some collabs. That's why, honestly, to this day, I have monthly sponsorships. I try to keep it clean as much as possible. And like when Caffeine reached out, you know, when I reached out to Caffeine and they came back to me, they looked at the interaction on Twitter. They looked at Instagram followers, even though I've never posted on Instagram. Yeah, just all that. Like they look at everything, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy that you bring that up because me and Shawn, we were just talking about my Twitter handle. I actually changed it. Shawn, I don't even think I said nothing to you about it, but I ended up changing it because it was tweeting ass nigga for a while. But it's like just going into this podcast space, I already knew that I needed to be way more marketable before. Like way before now, but I ain't, to be completely honest, bro, I didn't care. But like talking to you, talking to iPod, talking to Shawn, and just like a lot of other OGs, like, bro, being marketable, like, damn where you came from and trying to put on for where you came from, bro. Like you said, the brands don't care. Like they literally do not care, bro. And if you want to go to that next level, like you had to present yourself a certain type of way. And I don't know, it took me way longer than it should to finally get that. But like, yeah, we on that now. Yeah,
because like that's why I said like my original name was Bodybag 513. Went to 2K, you know, I still had that name for a little minute, but after a while, I started sitting back thinking like, bro, I gotta change my name. Like Bodybag with 2K, that don't even make any sense. Like this is basketball. If we can talk about contact dunks, Bodybag shouldn't even be used or whatever. So that's why I kind of renamed my channel after my player that was getting the views. So I was looking like, fuck you, run with JuiceMan. I can't think of no other name gonna run with JuiceMan. Bump it.
You mentioned full screen. What year did full screen come into play?
I signed with full screen when I started making money. So it was around 2K16. I had a 70-30 contract for the first year. Second year got an 85-15, and after that I had a 90-10.
Yo, when I first heard the 90-10 splits, bro, I thought that shit was unrealistic. I did not think that it really existed, bro. They was playing me on them 70-30s, bro. And when I heard a 90-10, I'm like, yeah, it's lit.
Hey, shout out to that boy, Lost and Unbound. His like when Lost and Unbound started eating, he had his little manager. He told me about his new contract. I reached out. His manager restructured my contract 2 months in. That 70-30 only lasted like 2 months. I already had an 85-15. Like after talking to him for like 2 minutes in a Skype call, and he gave me a sign-up bonus of $3,000. Like it, man. It was just so lit, bro.
So many sign-up bonus. I missed the MCN YouTube days, bro, where you could and a lot of YouTubers didn't know that. Shout out Phantom. Phantom put me on game about them signing bonuses early. I seen everybody signing with Curse, and I felt like everybody was getting finesse. Cause I'm like, bro, the YouTuber that you signed on is getting a cut. Like that's how I viewed it. I didn't know signing bonuses was a thing. I didn't even know you could restructure the contract that the MCNs came to you with. And Phantom ended up. He showed me one of the signing bonuses he got. Now at this time, his numbers was way smaller than mine. I'm like, bro, if you can get that, I know I can get this. So, bro, I literally hit up every small MCM in my DM, like, bro, I need XYZ. I ain't signing because I can bring in blah, 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 bro. And like you said, bro, all them contracts start getting restructured, bro.
Bro, it's just so much stuff. Like it's crazy to see just how the game changed. Like it's just crazy to see it.
What made you start incorporating the PC 2K in your content?
Pretty much I started doing like the PC mods when I feel like I kind of like hit like a creation wall. Like, damn, like I'm doing the same basic mod career. I'm seeing these modders implement the new rookies into the game, or they got the college aspect of it. Like, I had to hop on the PC wave. Like the mods to me, it's what keeps me going, because if I ain't having fun with it, then it's like I'm done with it. Like, and me, I still got creative ideas that I still can make while just trying to have fun with YouTube. Like,
Nah, I feel that, because a lot of times, this shit do get boring when that you don't feel like they implement enough for you to keep active and keep being entertained.
it's like it's just all about trying to, like, because everybody got their own imagination, and when you could just picture or what type of videos you want to make, but the game only offers so much, it's kind of hard to keep going. Like, but yeah, these PC mods, I'll be having ideas like every other month. I got videos that you got to invest in so much. Like, it's a video I want to drop so bad, but it's like I don't want to drop it because now like I'm clout chasing or whatever. But I might drop it anyway, like, because it's so creative. Like, it ain't even been done yet. It ain't even been done yet.
I say do it. Shit, you might start a whole new way.
Oh no, man, I'm looking to it.
Hey, just don't mess up the bag. Just make sure that it add to the bag.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You've been playing 2K for 10 years. What 2K was your favorite, and what made it your favorite?
I want to say I've been playing 2K since 2K5.
Sheesh.
I really got into 2K heavy at 2K7 when I had the PS3 day one. But my favorite 2K, it's like that. Them 17 days just hit so different. Even though that's the year I blew up my biggest, I don't even claim that's my favorite 2K off of the success I had. It's more of just those memories, like those memories with the homies streaming, the laughing, the Superstar 1 grind, like all that makes that 2K17 just so special. Like,
For sure, that goes back to what K Space said. It goes back to those favorite memories what make a game your favorite.
2K always had its problems. Like every year, people say, every year that you currently in, people say that 2K is trash. Like they do that every year. Like I got a very vivid memory. Like people in like 16, people in like 17. Well, people did like 16 till patch 6. Then 17 came out. Everybody was mad. It was the same parks, but we all grew to end up loving that 2K. 18, yeah, that was like a general 2K that nobody really liked for real because the neighborhood environment wasn't good. But 19 was a W, especially the dribbling. But yeah.
So I was gonna ask you what makes you keep playing 2K after all these years, but for shit show, you already said like your creative space and you switching it up and actually getting into the mods.
Yeah, like what keeps me into 2K though? Like, first of all, like I'm a sports fanatic. I love basketball. I love football, and like 2K, in my opinion, give us the best option to monetize what we like. You feel me? Like we all like playing the game. We get to hop on the game and actually make money from it. And like the fact that I can still make money from it 10 years later, it's like, why stop? I can still go in other avenues. Nothing stopping me from going in other avenues, which I do. But posting 2K, I still can, keep going. Like why stop here? Especially if I'm in the house, like it ain't nothing else to do but make money. Like,
Now I feel it like this is my next adventure, like trying to make more money from the crib, using all the equipment that I do have. And it keeps you out the way of, the dumb stuff, violence, all the other possibilities in life you could run into just by being out.
yeah, I would say that's a fact. Cause like out of all my siblings, I'm the only person that never been in jail. All because I decided to stay in the house and play the game. Now, as a kid, yeah, I was always outside, coming to the house around 7, 8 o'clock. When I could come in the house, it was game time. As I got older, You know, my older siblings, you know, they was in the streets or whatever. Nah, I got older, and once I got to high school, like I was just trying to work, go to college. Then YouTube happened, so now I'm just in the crib. Like, if I'm outside, like I'm going to like a event type something. Like I ain't gonna say the event, but like going out to eat or going to a carnivore or something like that. Like I'm not just outside to be sitting on the side doing nothing. Like nah, them porch days over with.
For sure, you enjoying life. You going to the movie, going on, you know, having a lunch date or something.
I mean, I've been living in the same city, the same neighborhoods my whole life. I know how everything moving, how everybody move in them. Like that's not
Right.
It wasn't for me.
That leads into my next question. Who is JuiceMan outside of 2K? Like, do you play anything else? You know, what state, city you from? Like, give anybody some type of personal insight.
Man, JuiceMan outside of YouTube. One saying I always tell people when I walk outside these doors, I don't even know what YouTube is. Like when I walk outside my house, I take off that YouTube cap. I don't know who JuiceMan is. I don't know who YouTube. I don't even know. I better even know what 2K is, because at that point I'm just me. Like, and pretty much, I'm pretty much the same person. You know, I love my music. I love my 2K sport. I mean, I love basketball. I love my football, especially my football. Like, nobody gonna stop the Bengals. You feel me? But like, yeah, man, just a family man that live life on respect. To be honest, like I respect everybody. I don't fear nobody, but I respect everybody. Like,
For sure that. What's JuiceMan like hometown or state?
oh, we live in the city of Cincinnati, Ohio, right by the Bengals Stadium. Come on, man.
For sure that. What in the community can be better, and what would you tell your younger self?
Quit trying to impress these egg accounts. Like people be tweeting crazy stuff just for interaction. Like people literally will tweet something negative just to get likes, and it's so weird to me. Like, bro, you want attention that bad? I don't know. It's always been weird to me. Like, I mean, I get trolling or whatever, but like when you start coming for people personally or messing up your own bag, it always been weird to me. That's why you would never see me tweet, "Oh, 2K is ass" or "this and this is ass," because one thing I always said, you start tweeting to your audience that 2K is ass, you're gonna turn off all those little kids that watch your content, and then you get mad at your views drop. So now you're making less money. It never made sense to me. Like, why just not tweet something critical? Like, oh, 2K, can you patch this or patch that, or this is messing up the game? Like, they even got a whole Discord for people to hit up 2K directly to adjust the game. Like, I don't know. That's just weird to me. But what would I tell my younger self? That I am all I ever needed. I'll probably say something like that, because I kind of proved that I never needed nobody. Because when I was doing YouTube, when I started YouTube, outside of Stack, Shawn, Rain, YG, like the homies I kind of bonded with, playing the game with, I never told nobody I was doing YouTube. Nobody in my family, nobody, nothing. I kind of just did it. And to this day, 90% of my family don't even know what I do for a living, because I don't broadcast nothing. I stay to myself. Like, I be around all my family, they would never know what I do. And I'm just, my mama always raised me to never depend on nobody. So I have no expectations with people. So it's either I'm going to get it myself or I'm never going to have it. So yeah, it was just one of those things that I always say, like, you just don't need nobody but yourself.
I can agree to that. I can definitely agree to that. Like, I feel like when I hit like, I don't know, I feel like I never really been consistent like for long periods of time when it's come to like creating content and trying to like upload videos or whatnot. But when I have like my most consistent streaks, or when I feel like I'm in my bag on some creative shit, like, bro, I had to isolate myself. Like, I had to block off Twitter, Instagram, everything. Like, it ain't no other YouTubers. It ain't no other content creators, bro. It's just me. Like,
that's a fact.
And so I had to go in that bubble. And I feel like every time I come out that bubble and try to be like, more cordial with the community or whatnot, like, my content to a certain extent, it ain't even produced at that point. Like, I don't even focus on my content at that point. So you definitely have to isolate yourself in order to do this or whatnot, or just have a bunch of like-minded individuals around you, which is also very hard to find nowadays.
That's why I always tell people, bro. I had the same friends, even my IRL friends. I had the same IRL friends since I was 10 years old. To this day, I had like even coming to the YouTube world, had the same homies since the beginning. Stacks, Hoodie Shawn, J Rain, YG. You can say the whole Full House. Like I can say all them. Actually, that's my extended family. Like especially my boy Jones. My boy Jones told me how to be creative.
Earl Jones.
Kuda, like, yep, Eric
Shout
Jones,
out-
like he's the
shout out to
reason
homie
why I
Earl
started doing
Jones.
GTA. Like, you know, even Cash, bro, like Cash Nasty, bro, like that's top 2 YouTube content creator of all time to me. Him and my boy Kevin Edwards. Kevin Edwards was like the very first YouTuber that I really was like watching on a daily. But then Cash Nasty, it's something he said during the early days before he even blew up. He said something like, I forgot what he said. I don't even want to paraphrase it, but he said something that I will always remember when it comes to just life, like, and just saying his growth was just, it's always gonna be incredible. Like,
Cash Nats to grow up. I wasn't grow up. Glow up is like, bro, that shit historical. Like the way that he
crazy.
grinded, like at a time when streaming wasn't really a thing. Like Cash was that nigga, and he was streaming and uploading a video, not just a regular video, bro, a edited video
That's what
that
I'm
was
saying, bro.
thought out, planned every single day while
He said
working
he
a
uploaded
job.
he said he uploaded like 1,000 videos in a row, never missed a day while working full time at Walmart, bro. My man cried at having 600 subs on Twitch. 600 subs on Twitch today is nothing.
Sheesh.
It's nothing. Like,
Shout out
I said
Cash
that video
Nasty.
favorited.
Yeah, shout out Cash Nasty, real OG in this 2K shit. And I ain't gonna even say 2K shit. Real OG when it come to this internet space, like he knocked down a lot of doors for individuals like
A
us.
lot
bro.
of doors, bro. A lot of doors. I also want to speak on what you was talking about, like having the right people around you. Like that's very important to have like-minded people around you. Because if you got people around you that have no goals, they will always distract you from your goals. Like it's just simple as that.
I want to touch on something you brought up earlier when he first asked like what you do. You said you do a lot of things outside of gaming. What's some of the other shit that you went to besides the gaming and the 2K?
Gaming in 2K. I mean, I put my hand in different types of lanes of making money. Like I got a tweet that I put out probably over a year ago or whatever, and like I be wanting to tweet about ways to make money to Twitter, but I just know the people that probably follow me just don't really care. So I kind of just keep those gems to myself. Because around 2K16, 2K17, I made a free $28,000 re-uploading Vine compilations. Like when Vine put out a tweet saying that they better shut down the servers, I went on my phone and watched all the videos I used to like, and I made a compilation of King Batch, Purple Slurp dude. It was a couple other people, and like I was making money off of that because back then on YouTube you could monetize a channel as soon as you create it. Man, those videos getting millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views. I made it like 28, I'd say 28 something $1,000, bro, off of that. Before King Batch copyrighted those videos and stuff like that. Like, and what I mean to say this to now, like I try to give advice to people like, bro, y'all be on TikTok every single day. I'll be on TikTok every day. And I tweeted a month ago, I'm like, bro, if y'all be on TikTok every day, why don't y'all make non-copyrighted content? Well, download the non-copyrighted content and re-upload it in compilations. Like, it's thousands of dollars there. It's videos and YouTube channels out there every single day that have no face, no voice on it, and it makes people thousands of dollars. Shoot, hundreds, six figures, millions. Like, so much money on YouTube is disgusting.
Don't just limit yourself to just trying to be the face of a YouTube channel with just your content. Like there's other revenues and other ways that you can make money in this social media space besides putting
So
a face
much.
on it.
You don't have to put your face. You don't have to put your voice on it. And with the AI thing nowadays, bro, you can make your voice anybody else's voice. So it's like my favorite YouTube channel right now, though, is Alux. Alux is one of my favorite YouTube channels because it be like videos talk about like five habits rich people have that broke people don't. I like watching content like that. I like watching content where it be like 10 things you need to know when trying to make money, or 10 things you need to know to be better in life. Them the type of videos I be watching middle of the night, trying to adjust my life. You feel me? Because I mean, you only can get better like every day by learning new stuff. And that YouTube channel, it sounds like it has an AI type voice on there. If it's a real person, her voice is crazy, but it's like those videos, hundreds of thousands of views, some of it even millions of views, and you don't even know who that person is, but like the content's so good that you get locked into it. It's just crazy how we like where we at in today's YouTube game. Like,
question: how many other
Yeah.
YouTube channels do you got without your name on it that people probably wouldn't even know that was yours?
3.
Booming.
Booming. I ain't gonna say they booming, but 2 of them I just made. Like 2 of them I literally just made, and then one of them is like it's bringing in something, but like it ain't nothing crazy. I'm gonna say that because like some of the biggest advices I always have with people, always create content that have legs. And what that mean is, with us 2K content creators, we create content that's only relevant for maybe like a week or 2.
Facts.
Like with the Victor Wembanyama, like yeah, he got hype because of the draft, the little draft thing, and it's gonna calm down until like the actual draft come back up. But you create a video like what you did in 2K17 with the tutorials. That's content that's considered content with legs, because somebody's always gonna go on YouTube and search up how to this and this. You make content that got legs that can still eat 6 months later, a year later, you're always gonna have some type of revenue coming in. Now, I'm not saying it's not cool to have content that's only relevant for the moment, because that's how you get some of your biggest subscriber jump, is making content that's relevant for this moment. Like freaking a Jokic build. Like Jokic going so crazy in the playoffs, like making a Jokic build could probably get your biggest following if you make park content type stuff, like, or if you was the person to upload 2K24 early content, like you get a lot of subscribers off of that because it's so relevant. But like, yeah, I always try to find a balance when you have content with legs and content that's just popular.
All right, I got a more personal question. All right.
Yeah.
So with social media and YouTube, bro, like this shit be up and down. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I seen, as of recently, bro, I've been seeing like YouTubers, man, they go homeless. They deal with all type of mental illnesses and whatnot. How do you keep that separate? Regardless of what the numbers look like. How do you keep going?
Bro, the number one advice I have for anybody, I don't care if you up today, I don't care if you was up last week, never live beyond your means. Remember when I just said, like, my house caught on fire?
Mm-hmm.
When my house caught on fire, we moved back into our old house. Cause my mama, she owned 2 houses. We moved back to our old house for a little minute. And at that moment, I was sitting back thinking, like, damn, like, YouTube ain't really doing nothing for me. I'm in college doing online classes and I'm working. Like, I'm in my 20s, like, bro, I don't feel like I'm doing enough. So what I did, I packed my bags up. I stayed with my aunt for like a month till I found me an apartment, because I just wanted my own space at that point. Like, I ain't want to feel like I'm just wasting time just being at home type stuff. Like, because I'm the type, like I said, I never want nobody help for real. So I didn't even want my mama help. So what I did, move with my aunt for like a month. I sold all my equipment. All I kept was my iMac. I sold my computer, my laptop to go to school with or whatever. Got my own apartment. Mind you, I said my rent was $475. Guess how much my rent is today?
Sheesh, ain't no telling, boy. You getting a bag.
I'm renting only $1,000, bro. I touched so much bread and I still never changed my lifestyle because I don't need to. And that's one reason why you go on my Instagram, you go on my Twitter, you don't see my cars, you don't see me bragging or none of that, because when I walk outside these doors, YouTube don't mean nothing to me. I mean, it means something to me, but like I don't act like it exists, because once you start posting your cars and the clothes you got, the jewelry, now you're doing a comparison thing. Now you're posting your highlights. Now you got to keep up this image. I got to keep my image up for nobody. I can wake up and buy anything I want today. people would never know what I do and do for a living or what I did. Like that's why I can take a month off of YouTube and still be financially okay. Because I never lived beyond my means. I never had a crazy amount of rent. I never bought the craziest cars. I mean, my car used to be crazy before I traded in, but it's
Speak on
I don't
it.
know.
What was it? What was it?
Oh, I mean, it wasn't a crazy car. It's just what I did to it. Like,
Oh, okay.
in 2017, I bought me a 2017 Impala. Put it on 22s. The Charger was on 24s. The Impala was on 22s. I had the red interior, had the all white with the black rims. Because it wasn't like everything at that time. I was big on Scarface, so everything had to be white and black with a splash of red. So the car was Scarface, and the Charger was all black with the all gray with the black rally stripes on 24s. The thing is, you go on my timeline, you would never see me post none of that stuff because it's irrelevant, bro. My Twitter is for 2K and Madden. When I post it, like I don't brag. I'll be wanting to inspire people. That's why I start doing like the quotes at the beginning of my videos. Cause I want to inspire people and put knowledge in people's head. Like, cause honestly, that material stuff means nothing. I went through 3 phases through YouTube, and now I'm strictly on business. Like, I went through my shoe phase where I was buying soap, bro. When I said in 2016, I spent $10K on the shoes alone that summer. I bought every single pair of Jordans I ever wanted as a kid. That's like resale value. Like it was bad. My shoe collection got up to like 70 pairs of shoes by 2020. And I'm gonna be honest, I was watching a podcast with my boy Chase Money, and he was like, "Yeah, I remember when I was younger, I was buying all these shoes, and I felt dumb because I got all these shoes at the bus stop. I didn't have no car." And I was like, "Damn, I can't be that guy with all these shoes at the bus stop." Even though I never needed a ride nowhere. That's when I got my car, and I went through a car phase. Like every 6 months, I wanted another car. Because all my cars was new, and I never ran up mileage because everything I ever needed was literally in a 1 mile radius. I lived across the street from a mall. Every restaurant, anything I needed, I can literally walk there, but I decided to hop in the car and drive there. So all my cars had low mileage. And yeah, like I just never lit. That's all to say is don't live beyond your means. Like, yes, it's great to live, have new experiences, get what you always wanted, but do not live beyond your means. Because I want to live in a penthouse so bad. I want that city view when I walk towards the window, but that costs way too much, bro. Not gonna hold you. That's like a $80,000 a year type lifestyle.
Nah, facts. I do want the penthouse where I could just sit and just record trash mixtapes looking out over the city. Bumped on bitches myself.
Like, okay, you say you still paying rent, dude. Like, do you ever plan on like buying a house or getting something like for yourself?
All right, like with that, I've been working on because another part of my background is I repair homes. Like I learned how to repair homes in high school. That was my high school. We had 4 options: money management, health, which is like the nursing and stuff, advanced technology. You know, I'm a very tech savvy guy. I chose the building side, and in high school, we pretty much was like building like sheds. You know, like the little sheds that be in the backyards that hold all the little.
Right.
Yeah, we was building tool sheds with stuff like that, and we was allowed to sell them. So when we sell them, we get like a little cut from it because the school got to get a cut for using their materials, but we was getting a cut from making it. And like before I graduated, like we went down to New Orleans and repaired the Hurricane Katrina homes, like just volunteering, doing it for free. And from that point on, like I was really hands-on with construction. Like to this day, like I'm real nice with construction. Like when I watch TV, like I watch home improvement TV shows outside of Power and stuff. I watch home improvement shows. And like what I'm getting to now is trying to get like homes that's probably like 10, 15, 20,000, buy them, repair them, flip them, or just rent them out. Like basically the real estate game. Like I know it. I also want to get into the Turo game too. The Turo game's so easy. You just gotta have a car.
Big
Like just get a car, post it, boom.
I'm gonna tell you something that I want to get into. I know this off topic, bro, but I want a fucking trailer park.
All right. Oh my god, bro. I swear to God. See, this is what I be talking about. This is what I'm talking about, bro. This is what I'm talking. This, you know what? One day, hopefully, one day we get into business with each other, bro. Because I swear to God, on everything I love, bro. I was just talking to my mama about this.
Bro, they slipped on, bro.
I be on Zillow, right? I be seeing lots for like $8,000. I'm looking like, hey, why would somebody spend $8,000 on a lot? But it makes sense. And I be looking at the mobile homes, not the ones that like necessarily trailers, but like the homes that get built in a factory, and then, you know, you can get the people to drop them off.
Yep.
Them one cost like 35, 40. You put two of them on one lot, double your profit just like that. You get a big enough lot for like 20,000. You probably put 8 of them on there. Charge like in my area, you charge like 900 to 13. Well, actually, rent be going up, so you charge like 1,300 off the rip for each freaking mobile home. This you got 6, bro.
Bro, you
gonna
can grab
pocket
them
like
shits.
7.
You grab them shits around here. Them handyman specials, 5-6 racks a piece, bro.
Man,
If you in the
listen,
construction, you go in there redo that bitch, bro. $1,000 a month, bro.
that's what I'm
Like
saying.
7
bro.
of them hoes.
It's so much bread out here. Like, that's why me, man.
We go run it.
Gotta quit. That's why, like, it's so much money, and that's a problem too. Where I have a problem at, I get so distracted because there's so many lanes of money you can make. I get conflicted because then I'm like, damn, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna start doing this, but then I wake up tomorrow, I gotta worry about a YouTube video. Come on and stay consistent. Then it's like when I'm done, I like that. I kind of want to take a break, but now I need to start working on this project if I want that to start working. Like,
By you saying that, like, so when is it time to like take a break or go off into another adventure and start working on your other plans?
I mean, like over the past couple years, like I used to have a terrible sleeping schedule where I used to go to bed at 7 a.m., get back up at 12, and that I just be up for the rest of the day. Sleeping schedule is very important if you want to be successful. You got to be an early bird. You have to be an early bird. You have to get up early, knock out your main source of income, which is for me, I could say YouTube. Knock out those videos, and then for the rest of the day, start working a couple hours on whatever I want to do. But you also gotta have a plan on how you want to execute those other lanes, though. You can't just go into something and not do your research. Research is very important. Like,
Nah, I'm glad you said that because a lot of people do just, they rush and do something, and then that's when you start bumping your head, you start taking money L's, and you be trying to figure out, okay, it's working for everybody else. What am I missing? It's the research side of things.
I purposely don't even look into what nobody else really doing too much. Like, if I already genuinely mess with you as a content creator or whatever, I might know something of what you're doing, but like I'm not too deep into it because I don't know what you do once them cameras cut off or whatever. Like, but I definitely be influenced, and that's why I go back when I said Kevin Edwards is one of my favorite YouTube content creators of ever, because I watched those days when he did skits. I watched those days when he went broke and went homeless. My man was sleeping on his mama's floor, making $300, like $300 a week at a gym. That same year, he kind of like adjusted with his content. My man had a Lamborghini that same year. Now he got a Bugatti. He was like the first YouTuber I ever seen get a Bugatti.
Yeah, he went crazy. His turnaround was crazy, bro.
Like, that's my favorite YouTuber of all time. Him and Cash Nasty, bro. They're my top 2 of all time. Because the one thing too, because everything is documented, so it's like you can't say, oh, somebody was given this opportunity, this and that. Like, yeah, his parents may have money, but they never gave him a handout. Like, he grinded that from the bottom. Like, and it's all about how bad you want something. I talk to my boy Berg all the time. We talk about money, like during the pandemic. Send me screenshots of crazy numbers, money I never touched, bro. All because he instilled me to be very frugal, never live beyond your means. My boy Berg and my mama gave me that advice for years, but it took me a long time to actually apply it to my life because I was like, I'm getting my own money now. Like, I ain't listening to nobody. I'm gonna do what I want, man. I'm gonna say this. My mama house is paid for, and she work at the hospital. My mama said she gonna give herself $75 a check to spend on whatever, and the rest of it get put up. And I ain't never heard nothing that crazy. I spent $75 on a FanDuel ticket a day. Like she said, $75 a check. I'm looking like, what do you save your money up for? And it just. I get it though, like saving money so the money can save you when needed. I know that now.
I got one more question.
Yeah.
So I've been following you on Twitter a long time, bro. So I'm pretty much in tune with a lot of the things that you tweet or whatnot. And JuiceWorld, you was the first person that I ever seen mention JuiceWorld name, bro. Like, I don't even think he was popping at the time, bro. What did your passion for like the underground music and shit come in, bro? Cause I know you be in tune with the music scene and whatnot. Where did that come from?
I mean, when it comes to music, it's just because me, I kind of like listen to the same people, but all it takes is one feature for me to check out your content. And I came across one of those features and I messed that song like real heavy. And it's kind of crazy because I never really listened to his whole catalog like that. I just kind of stuck to what I knew.
Just early on or just over time?
Just over time, like, because like even to this day, like if I hop in a car, like I'm probably putting on some old Wayne or some old Gucci and Jeezy. Like nowadays music don't really stick with me like that because the substance ain't there or everybody sound like everybody. So once I hear something different and I like it, I'm a rock out with it until the wheels fall off. Like,
Who's one of your favorite artists right now that you listen to?
like how far back did they come out?
It don't even matter. It could be a new artist, a newest artist, or an old artist. Like who you picking over? You know, who would you put in your radio if you only had one song or one artist to play right now?
I mean, all time I'm going mixtape Weezy. Like mixtape Wayne is the best rapper of all time. But I mean, for a long time too, I rock out with old Kevin Gates. Like that 2012 to like 2018 Kevin Gates to me go crazy.
That raspy got a loogie in the throat, Kevin Gates.
Yes, bro. That,
Yeah.
that to me is that you go to my matter of fact, you go to my old 2K13 video. One of my very first my career videos is Kevin Gates on the intro.
Nah, facts. My very first my first video on YouTube ever, like that nigga playing in the background. The
Like-
old Gates. Yeah.
Like that shit go crazy.
That's it for me, man. Anything else you got?
Other than the fact that the Lakers, them bitches about to get swept. LeBron about to take his washed up ass home. I really enjoyed
That
this
is
interview,
crazy.
JuiceMan. Real talk.
Appreciate it, you know what I'm saying?
Like I tell man, like I mess with the music and shit. I'm more so of a DJ, but like gaming always been part of my life. Like I was telling him, I brought up 2K5 when we interviewed Spade. Like I was playing 2K all the way up until 5, and then every other year
Yeah.
because I was a more outside kid doing some little hoodlum shit. But but the 2K was definitely like my go-to. 2K5 one of my favorites. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts. Like that caught my attention for real out of all the 2Ks. Like
Yeah, it did. And I tell him all the time, like, I wish I knew this stuff was going on because nothing really came to mind to like be looking up like certain videos and shit. Like I told them, like my gaming era, my real serious gaming era was around the time like you had like Soulja Boy and Bow Wow going back and forth. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
you feel me? Like that's when I was heavy on Call of Duty War and shit like that. And that's what I was doing. But at that time I had my hands in everything because I always been on computers. I've been on computers since I was 6 years old. I'm 30 now, you feel me? So like I was having my hands into all type of little technical stuff. I had homeboys and dudes younger than me. They was building those Twitter follow sites back then. You feel me? Making
Yeah.
30, 50,000 in a day just because everybody wanted more followers. You feel me? So like I couldn't stay focused on just the game, and I wish I could have because I would have tapped into YouTube and I would have been up off that. But life happened, took a different route, and I ended up messing with the music and getting into the mixtapes real heavy and being innovative in my area and my state for that.
Bro, I say everybody got a different path. Like I always tell people, like, bro, whatever your passion is, just find a way to monetize it, bro. Like I love
Yeah.
music. Like if I showed you my music library, people like, God damn. I'm like, yeah, like I really love music. Like,
But nah, this what made us start the podcast. This is why it's called Rap Games, because like I more so follow the music route, and bruh follow the gaming route and content creating route. You feel me? And it go hand in hand. Like I always tell him, like I don't know no person that plays sports that don't like video games, and vice versa. And
nah,
now
that's
you
a
got
fact.
AD and them playing RP, and they done got LeBron James playing it, and everybody else that's football players got RP servers and playing. They always like to play 2K and play as they selves and stuff like that. So everybody kind of heavily involved with it. That's why I didn't get into right before we go. Like, how often do you go live on Twitch or anything?
I mean, I don't really go live on Twitch like this past year, only because like the 2K park scene is usually what I usually stream, or I play like Madden or whatever. But like this year, those modes to me wasn't good enough to stream, so I just left it alone. But as far as content creating, I play 2K like 3 days out of the week, and I always have been like that. I never play 2K more than I need to play it because I'm gonna burn myself out. You burn yourself out, you don't upload, you losing money.
Facts. 17, I think I burnt myself out on 2K.
I could never do that. Like, if you ever tweet my boy Shawn, like my boy Shawn, he always like, bro, y'all always get on the game late. Like, I'm accustomed to getting on the game after 5 p.m. So anytime before that, I'm not touching my PS5. I could be in front of my PS5 for 6 hours. I would not touch it until after 5 p.m. And when I finally touch it, that's when it's time for me to grind my content or stream or whatever. After that, boom. Then like, let's say if I play 2K Monday through Thursday, then the weekend I'm just chilling, bro. I might play something else. Like I might go play God of War or Last of Us or something like that. I'm not going to play 2K every day because I'm gonna mentally burn myself out.
So regardless, you gaming whether it's 2K or not.
Oh yeah, I'll probably game like every day, but I'm not going to touch the same games every day.
For sure. Yeah. I think that's when I played the most. Like when I had other options to play other than just narrowing it down to like I'm just playing 2K or I'm just playing Call of Duty. Like I noticed like when I take a break from a game, like I even come back still accurate,
Yeah.
and even more focused to play it because it's like it's a hunger to play it at this point because I done starved myself out.
Yep, you gotta give yourself time to miss something, like, or yeah, you pretty much gotta give your time to miss those moments or doing this and that. Like, if your brain is on playing 2K 12 hours a day, I understand you try to make it a 2K league. Yeah, you gotta grind. You make sure your skills are sharp. But like for me, where I'm not the best person on 2K, I'm not ever trying to be the best person on 2K. Where my content kind of like story based or just my career video, like, bro, I don't have to play this game every day. Knock out my whole week worth of videos in 4 hours. Play 4 games, I'm done. At that point, I just gotta sit back and edit those 4 videos.
Nah, facts. You can definitely burn yourself out, bro. Like I was saying, 17, I feel like that's what happened. Like looking back at it now, because I spent so much time on that game. Like I had the game like weeks before it had even came out. So
Yep.
I'm on that
We
shit
both did.
non-stop, bro. Like literally non-stop. I'm sending Red City videos back to back. We trying to figure shit out. And by the time the game came out, I already had buku videos already uploaded. And shit, I kept it up probably like, I might say probably 2 months, 3 months at the most. And then, bro, I was just completely burnt out on 2K. By the time January rolled around, I wasn't playing 2K at all. And
I'm
that was
saying,
my
like,
biggest year on YouTube playing that game. But I was just like, bro, I'm over it. Like now, bro, I go spans. Like I might play 2K like heavy for like a week, and then I go like 2 months without touching it at all.
I just trying to tell people like that burnout something crazy. Like, and it ain't just cause like it's just a game alone. It's just life in general. Like when you got so much to worry about, like you gotta prioritize your time. And sometimes being on the game all the time ain't it. It's not it.
But yeah, other than that, hey, Juice, to all our listeners out there, let everybody know where they can find you at, bro.
You can find me on YouTube. Just type in JuiceMan. You can find me on Twitter, JuiceMan3X. And yeah, man, I just be chilling, laid back, cool guy. Live life on respect. Simple.
Really appreciate the gems you came through and dropped on us today. You really hit us with some game, like a lot of game, bro. So I really appreciate that because you ain't have to share that info with us.
Yes, sir.
Nah, for sure that you got me over here in my head right now. You ain't gonna lie, you got my juices flowing in my brain, so I definitely appreciate that. Hey, this Rap Games episode 6, DJ Young Shawn, and I got my brother.
Yeah, man, grind the fuck hard.
And we out with JuiceMan.
ED.